All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. I wanted to get into a quick lesson here on my lunch break. All right, continue to stay in the spirit, and push this word out. All right, so I'm going to start here in Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare a way before me. And the Lord, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple, even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in. Behold, he shall come, saith Yahweh of hosts. But who may abide the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire and like fuller's soap." All right. So this is talking about Yahushai's return. Okay. We're in the days of Yahushai's return. Okay. Now, when Yahushai returns, he's going to bring fire and judgment to the 2/3 and these other nations, and he's going to bring salvation to the elect, okay, which includes the 144,000. Okay, so I want to get that in in Isaiah chapter 66. It says, Isaiah chapter 66 verse 2. It says, "For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith Yahweh. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and trembleth at my word." Okay, so that's proving that Yahushai is going to come to redeem and to save those who are obedient to him. Okay, those who tremble at his word. All right. If you really respect your father, man, and he gets on you, he tells you to do something, you're gonna be kind of shook, like you're gonna get it done. That's how the men of the Lord are gonna act towards Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, but I'm gonna drop down to verse. Let me see. I'm gonna drop down to verse 14. It says, "And when ye see this, your hearts shall rejoice, and your bones shall flourish like an herb, and the hand of Yahweh shall be known toward his servants, and his indignation toward his enemies." Okay, so in between the part where I skipped, is basically going into how Jerusalem is going to rejoice. Okay. The other nations are going to be under subjection to the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, ultimately the entire nation, but particularly the elect. Okay, so it says, "And the hand of Yahweh shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies." Okay, so the Most High is going to have favor towards a certain group of people. All right. And he's going to have disdain and anger towards another group, man. All right. It says, verse 15, "For behold, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will come with fire and with chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." Okay. And the reason why this scripture is so important is because I don't know if you ever watched any apocalypse movie, man, but they don't have anything on what's to come to America in real life. When you actually see destruction, okay, it's going to be a fearful sight. All right. And so the reason why Yahushua is going to do this is because they have continued on in their wickedness. They don't want to get right, man. Okay. I'm talking about 2/3 of our people, because they're going to be partakers in this. Okay. The Most High is going to render his fury and anger against 2/3 of our people as well. Okay. And the group of people that turn their back on the Most High are included in that category. All right. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword will Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall be many. Okay? They shall be many. So there's going to be more people dead and killed by the Lord than people that are left alive. That should put fear in your heart. That should make you want to do what he said to do in order to hopefully receive mercy. Okay? Because none of us are exempt. You know, if we drop out or quit, stop doing stop doing this work and say, you know what, I don't think this is for me. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and retire. I'm gonna hang my garment up. I'm gonna put it in a plastic in a glass a glass case, like a jersey, and you just hang up, and you put your sword, your Bible, you put it in your treasure chest box, and you lock the book up, okay? And you try to forget about this thing, man. And then the Most High gonna come back and make you remember. Make you remember when you were out there on the highways and byways pushing this word, okay, and bringing out precepts and striving and on fire for this thing, man. He gonna make you remember that in that day when this comes to pass in Isaiah. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to Malachi. And I'm gonna read verse 1 again. All right. It says, "Behold, I will send my messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me." Now this is talking about John the Baptist, okay, which in the reincarnation is Abba Bivens, okay, whether you believe it or not, okay, because when Abba Bivens came on the scene, he allowed the Most High allowed him to receive a certain amount of knowledge that was true, okay, the 100% truth, okay, and this truth has grown since then through the men that's been continually toiling in the scriptures. Okay, but prior to that, our people didn't have any understanding of that they were the Israelites, and that the name Yahweh and Yahweh, okay, and the Esau was the so-called white man. They didn't have that understanding, man. Okay, and so it says, "And the Lord whom ye seek shall suddenly come to his temple." All right, so here it is. I don't know how many years it was since 30, 40 years, 45, 50 years, however long it's been, okay? We're in those times now. The mark of the beast is actually here. It wasn't here. It wasn't here 100 years ago, 200 years ago. It's here now, okay? You can actually go to a tattoo shop and get the actual biblical mark of the beast planted in your right hand, okay? And that's fulfillment of prophecy, in the book of Revelation. So we know that we're in those times when Yahushua is going to suddenly come into his temple. Now, what temple is it? Where is his temple? There's nothing physically being built here. We're talking about a spiritual temple, okay? Because the Most High doesn't dwell in a temple made with hands. He dwells in us, man. Okay? He abides in us, and we abide in him. Okay? It says, "Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, behold, he shall come, saith Yahweh of hosts." And guess what, man? When he comes, he's going to judge. Okay? He's going to judge. It says, "But who may abide at the day of his coming?" Not the people that fell out of this thing, man. Okay? Not the people that scoffed and scorned, which are more people than you can count. Okay, which take this thing for granted, or still trying to figure out, if this is true or not, and going to Esau and trying to back it up. No, man, you got to have this. You got to be fully persuaded. We're going to get that, Lord willing. It says, "And who shall stand when he appeareth?" You see? Nobody's going to be able to resist the power, man. The sheer raw power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. No one. All right. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse. Oh yeah, that's why they're gonna go into these bumpers, man. Into these bunkers, these ICBM bunkers. All right. It says Revelation chapter 6, verse 14, "And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, which is a ICBM mushroom cloud. Whenever the atomic or nuclear bombs, nuclear missiles land, it's gonna look like a mushroom cloud. Okay, and it says, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, right? Because it's gonna be messing up the earth, man. The earth is gonna get messed up, man. All right, because of the wickedness that the people do within it. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every freeman, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. Okay, talking about how they're gonna go into the nuclear bunkers. Okay, it says, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. Okay, so they're gonna go in the mountains. Okay, and they're gonna go into the rocks, and they're gonna hide up in them rocks. They're gonna hide up in the mountains. Okay, in order to use the earth as a shield. Okay, from the missiles, man. It says, for the great day of his wrath is come. So we know that day hasn't actually come to pass yet. It's coming. It's coming. It's still pending. Okay, but it's coming soon to a city near you. I'm gonna read verse 17 again. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? You see, if you stand outside, man, versus a missile, hey, good luck trying to still be in one piece, man. You're gonna be eviscerated. Okay, that's the anger of the Lord being expressed upon you when that happens. All right, and that's, hey, man, everybody ain't gonna be able to hide from the missiles, man. You know how much a bunker costs? Go look it up. See if you can afford it. See if you can afford a piece of it. And then those who do actually can afford and actually do make it into the bunkers, man, they can be pulled out of them bunkers, And if they're Edomites, they're going into slavery. If they're heathens, they're going into slavery. All right. If they're Israelites, they don't want to get right, they're gonna die, man. Simple as that. Okay. So that's what the Most High has planned. So it says, let's see here. Oh yeah. It says, and who shall stand when he appeareth, in Malachi 3, in the middle of the second verse. It says, for he is like a refiner's fire, and like fuller's soap. Yeah, because he's gonna purify and try the hearts of men. Okay, he's gonna purify this earth from all this of all this iniquity when he gets sent to destroy it. Okay, not really necessarily the actual earth, but he's gonna destroy the inhabitants of the earth. Okay, and thus the earth is gonna be partially messed up too. All right. Let me see here. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 3. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, shall be called holy, even every one that is written among the living in Jerusalem. This is talking about the elect. Okay, everyone that remaineth in Jerusalem, because a lot of people are going to be destroyed. All right. It says, when Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, have washed away the filth of the daughters of Jerusalem. How's he going to do that? He's going to do that by destroying them, man. Okay? He's going to purge out that old dross. Okay? He's going to get rid of the fat, so to speak. Okay? It says, when Yahweh have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof, by the spirit of what? By the spirit of judgment, and by the spirit of burning. Okay? That's what's going to happen. The Most High is going to purge this place by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning, man. Okay? Man. Yeah, so that's why it's important to want to get right, man, in the eyes of the Lord. I'm continue on here. Let me see here. All right, let me get this in 2 Corinthians. That's pretty much it on Malachi. All right, 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and 10. 5 and 9, it says, Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent we may be accepted of him. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Hamashiach, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad. All right, and that judgment seat, man, when the earth is being judged, you know, just like during the time of the first Passover, man, when the spirit of judgment passed over the house that had the lamb's blood on the doorposts, that was they you know, the judgment seat was right there. It was like, look, if you don't got this blood, man, you through. And every single spirit that didn't every single household that didn't have that blood on their doorpost, man, they got executed, man. All right, that firstborn got taken out. All right, the Lord's not playing, man. The Lord's not playing. Anybody who don't want to get right with this thing, man, okay, is gonna get wiped out, man. Simple as that, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, that should make you want to fear. I'm gonna read the second part of this verse again. That everyone may receive the things done in his body according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. So let me ask, we should want to ask ourselves, have my actions made the Most High? Is the Most High gonna be pleased with my actions, with my decisions that I made? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna have am I asking him to have mercy upon me, or am I just letting these demons whoop my ass? Am I just letting, you know, Satan get the best of me? You know, the question is, man, do you really care enough, man, about your own salvation? Okay, because nobody, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the only one who can save, man. We can't save you. Okay, you can't save yourself. You got to believe this thing for yourself, man. All right, let's see here. Like any time that Yahushua healed somebody, man, it was according to their faith. You know, every time. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find an example here. Let's see here. I'll probably find one, Lord willing, and put it in the comment board, you know, if I can find one. But anyway, I want to get this last one here in Philippians chapter 2. Let's see. Yeah, Philippians chapter 2. Okay. In verse 12, it says, Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay? So nobody's going to work it out for you. Nobody's going to do your homework for you, man. You got to do this. You got to study by yourself. I'm not by yourself. Study for yourself. Okay? You got to go out there. You know, we're doing it for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but we're doing it so that we can be saved, man. And nobody can do the work for you. Okay? Every man has his own lot. Every man has his own lot. So, you know, you gotta get out there, man. You know. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up on that, you know what I'm saying? I'll try to find that scripture, you know, find a scripture where oh, you know what? There's one in Mark. I know for a fact there's one in Mark. Mark chapter Mark chapter 2. Yeah, Mark chapter 2. All right, this is Mark chapter 2, verse 3. And they came unto him, bringing one sick of the palsy, which was born of 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him for the press, they uncovered the roof where he was, and when they had broken it up, they let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy lay. When Yahushua saw their faith, he said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, thy sins be forgiven thee. So when Yahushua saw the faith of those who were letting him down, and the man himself, that he was able to be healed by Yahushua, Yahushua forgave his sins, man. And he healed him. You see? You gotta believe, man, that you can be delivered, man, from these demons. Okay? That you can be delivered from these infirmities, from these situations that we find ourselves in, man. It takes faith. Okay? And without that, man, nobody can give you nobody can help you out. You have to have that faith for yourself, And that's part of working out your own salvation. You specifically, every single man being fully persuaded in his own mind that this is the truth, So make sure that you consider. Make sure that you pay attention to these scriptures, and make sure you really believe before you, hop into something that you don't believe in. That's on you. You can't get mad at everybody else for believing, but you don't believe, So, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.